Good evening, viewers, and welcome to Ero F2 for the Mystery GP, the second round of Season 12. We are indeed in the United States of America, in Texas to be precise, at the Circuit of the Americas. Only 13 drivers today, which is a tremendous disappointment. Anyone who's not here, what are you doing with your lives? This is the place to be for a very overcast quali. Hopefully a bit of rain in the race, spice things up a bit. These drivers, of course, only found out the track about 30 seconds ago, so it could be interesting. Lucas with the hard end, the only one seemingly to have a setup ready, and he's already through sector 1 before anyone else has exited the pits. There's a Ferrari that seemingly selected the intermediate tyres, which is tremendously interesting. Let's see if he keeps that. I don't know what he's doing. He can't have a quality ban already, surely. It's only round 2. So I don't know many of these drivers. A few of them, David Clark, I'm aware of his existence, as I am Lucas. Then Hot Noodles I've seen before, Rogerwell, 2, Mentelson, of course. I don't think I've ever seen anybody else. If they were, they were very memorable, but I'm sure they're all very good drivers. They are in F2 after all. Not quite F1, but perhaps one day they'll get there. So Lucas is going very slowly on this outlap. He's about to be caught up by the Alpine. That says it all, really, with their performance this year. Let's get on with it now, though. I'm probably right on board with this first lap. Just for getting out of the pits first, to get a little bit of airtime. I do apologise that you don't have Wrongson. Of course, he's supposed to be a commentator, but he's actually racing F3 today, and I believe that was slightly delayed because of a small administrative error where they selected the wrong track for qualifying. Anyway, moving on, we will ride on board with Lucas the hard end on this lovely, lovely circuit of the Americas. Through the S's, let's see if he's flat out through the first few bends. Pretty good. Still flat. Now he lifts. Probably a little bit too much. Doesn't cut the corner enough there. Quite tight on exit. Lovely little thing there, and keeps the car beautiful on the exit. Down to the heavy braking zone. Onto the long back straight, where there's not a lot to do with the car. A little bit of a wiggle on exit there. It will definitely have lost time. As he opens the DRS, flies down the pit straight. Ready for the next heavy braking zone. Coming up to the end of sector 2. Crosses the corner quite nicely, unsettles the car a touch, and as you can see, he's almost completely binned it. Just about held the car, but wouldn't be surprised to be backed off here. But I think he is still pushing. Probably only got the fuel for one lap. May as well get some sort of lap on the board, even though this will be a dreadful one. So, 3 right-handers kiss each apex. Miss 2 of them. That's not what you want to be doing. Throw the car into this corner. Not quite thrown enough. Same again into this one. Just about planted the apex. On the straight, DRS open, and this is first lap, a 1:33.7. Bear in mind, though, guys, there's been no practice for these people. Like I say, they've only found out the track a moment ago, so small mistakes to be expected. As Menlis will go for, pops up into P1 with 1:33.5. So yes, this Ferrari is indeed on the Inters. Julian Galantovic, and he is going to complete this lap on the intermediate tyres on 1:38.1, which isn't that bad, to be honest, on those Inters. So odd choice. Answers on a postcard, please. Very confused into this strategy. because it's certainly not raining. Mentelson, quick driver, pops up 132.9 immediately, faster than the entire field. Then Hot Noodles travelling at snail pace in the Ferrari. It's not an out lap, but clearly has had difficulties on this first hot lap of the day, and he's going to get on his second lap instead. As there is a problem, a big problem, for that man there, who is in the wall. Fruity, 134.0, has managed to bin it on his second lap. Very, very unfortunate. Skill issue. Them Hot Noodles, though, he's not had a skill issue just yet. Although that exit wasn't the best, but, you know, could be worse. As he approaches turn 1, lovely braking. Oh, look at that braking input. Absolutely delightful there. So, full throttle anyone through the first 3 corners, I would say here. 1, 2, 3. Well, a little bit of a lift on the last one. Didn't quite cut that enough. Lovely and tight through there. Nice exit again. Some quality drivers here. As he has invalidated, of course, but not to worry, he'll go again. That won't be the end of his qualifying, unlike Fruity, who's in the wall. So, Robin and the Aston Martin throwing it into the corner. Using most of the track on exit. Get on the curbs here, it's a bit of a smelly one, so yeah, challenge. Purple sector 2 apparently from the Aston Martin of Robin, though the game has a tendency to lie. Difficult track this is. It was the same track actually that F5 raced at this week, despite being a mystery Grand Prix. I was under the impression that all the tracks would be different, but apparently not. We'll see what happens in F1 tomorrow. Keep thinking it's Sunday because obviously the real Formula 1 race was on. As Robin goes on provisional pole, 132.8, so it was a good lap. Well done to him. Quite close at the top. So Roger Well is the only one on fly, I believe, unless Lord Percival's going again, which he's invalidated, so he's not. So what's Roger Well? He's been around a while. All good drivers in this division, of course. Isn't Cameron in this division? I had a feeling that the owner of Ero, Cameron, I had a feeling he was in this division, but obviously not, as Roger Well puts himself just into P2, very nearly pole. Impressive effort by him. As we see the McLaren starting his first flyer, they've got a good thing going on, these guys. Oh, someone's always on a flying lap. Brilliant stuff. It's almost like they make it so. I'm sure they don't. There's a little bit of a wheel from Smith. Well, most exciting name in the world for a virtual racing league, but Smith it is. I believe it's the most common surname in Britain, actually, Smith. I'm sure it'll already know this. Not sure how good the lap is so far. Just kisses the apex, uses all the exit. Looks smooth, looks clean. Full throttle all the way for the longest duration on this track. On the brakes. Cut the corner. Oh, that looked like a corner cut to me, but got away with it. Allegedly a purple sector 2. Could be true. So he throws it into this corner. How much does he take on this curb? Just kisses it. I think that's the way to go. Does he get close to the apex then? Lucas the hard end did. Yes, he's sort of a little bit closer. Does he throw it in just as much? Lovely stuff that was. This has to be the provisional pole lap, I'd say. Absolutely throwing the cars into the corners. Looked a lovely and smooth lap, and it is only good enough for P6. Some serious, lovely commentary going on as Julian Galantovic, please accept my apologies for butchering your name, in the Ferrari starts his second flying lap. A lot of improvement to do. He's only with 138.1, which pretty rubbish. But this is the guy, of course, who was on the intermediate tyres. No doubt that's the reason. I mean, it does save softs for the race, but very confused. Very confused. Lucas with the hard N gets a good lap in, clean lap, to go P1 132.6. But it does look like this Ferrari's pretty quick. It does say purple sector 1 and 2. Do take everything Codemasters and EA say with a pinch of salt though. Nice and tight there. It's all about this corner. How much do we cut? Reasonable. Just about keeps it in bounds. The car in front will distract him. Just about gets out of his way. On the throttle, DRS, and it is provisional pole 132.2. Absolutely lovely lap. So I question his decision to go on into. Clearly that's the optimum strategy. Smith pits. Thought he was going to finish his lap, but no. Pierre Cocola is up on his time. Will it be enough to get ahead of Frutti? Yes, it is. Only just, though. As the other Ferrari of them hot noodles begins a flying lap. No, just ended a flying lap. Because he's got no battery. So I think the Alpine is the next one to... Oh no, he's invalidated. What's the other car? What is that car? It's a Red Bull. He's gone into the pits though. Alfa Romeo, Lord Percival, not on a flyer. Them hot noodles, not on a flyer. That other dude, not on a flyer. Aston Martin, definitely not on a flyer. So nobody's flying. Everyone is on in-laps. So a few minutes left of quali, I think 5 minutes or so. So everyone will have one more run. I expect, and it's looking pretty spread out, to be honest. But that's what you expect when no one has any practice, of course. Who knows? I'll have to ask this guy in the Ferrari at the top why he's going after the Inters. There must be a reason that I'm missing. I'm truly confused. Anyway, Lord Percival is currently in last place, which is a shame because he's a lobby host. He's got a tough job, really. Hate being a lobby host. Fair play to him. Sad to see him in last. Well, he's the only one on track, so we will watch him. He is pushing, actually, so he's on a lap, so good for him. The Alfa Romeo, lovely car, actually. Although I do like the Sauber in 2024 as well, the bright green. You can't really miss it, can you? Bit of a lock up there. Ran a touch wide. I don't think he'll be improving on his time. Oh, he's apparently 1.1 up. Well, perhaps he had an absolute nightmare on his first lap. 1.1 takes him 34.6, so he's still been in last place, but improvement. Nice and tight. You got to really send it into this corner. Here we go. Oh, he went for it. He was going to send it, and then he kind of just hesitated. And it's not gone well in the final corner either. As he flies to the line, does improve. 134.6, not good enough to overtake Frutti. Might have time for another run. No, that's rubbish. He won't have time for another run. So that is his last one, unless he's recharging and going again. But I find that very unlikely. Everyone pits now with 3 minutes to go. Plenty of time to get round. So the only way Lord Percival goes again is if he stays on the same set of tyres and recharges his battery this lap. Which I can't tell if he's doing or not. Anyway, who leads the way? Who's next? Of Menlis, who's invalidated on the outlap, which is never a good sign. Throw it into that corner. That's how you take it on your proper lap. If you've got the balls, of course. You don't want to throw away the lap. Ooh, almost wide. Anyway, starts his flyer. Zooming towards turn 1. Very steep uphill. Lovely apex. Stay off the curb, otherwise you'll spin round like a Beyblade. Flat out through here. Big track evolution in this. Could probably go flat a little bit longer than that, but who am I to judge? Not quite cut that enough either. Nice and tight here though. Cut this. Lovely. Beautiful exit. He's broke. What's he done? Terrible exit. Oh, he's invalidated. Oh, so he's braking and trying to go again, but I think that's probably over for him. We'll see if David Clark can do any better. We've not focused on him yet, so this is the time. No pressure. Last flying lap of the session. Really want the helicopter view, but can't get it. So we're right on board through the S's. Zooming in, full throttle. That is the bravest on the throttle I've seen from anyone through here. Lovely cut this corner. Nice and tight on this one. Opens up the next corner. Oh, staying bounce just about. That's absolutely beautiful from David Clark. That looked perfect to me, that sector 1. But again, what do I know? Cuts that nicely as well. This surely has to be a quick lap. Although the traction was a bit of a struggle there on the curb. DRS wide open. Fuel minimal. He'll have enough to finish though, I'm sure. Weaving around all over the place on the straight. That's not going to help him. Brakes heavy. Cuts the corner absolutely perfectly. Uses the all the track on exit. Nice and tight on that apex. Doesn't kiss this apex. Misses it completely. Brake in a straight line or as much as possible. Kiss this curb as well. Run wide as possible. Always had a little bit of a moment on the curb. Traction was a challenge. Nice and tight through these 3 sets of corners. And then we've got to fly in. Oh, he's not flown in quite well enough. He's lost a bit of time through the last 2 sectors. But it's a solid lap, I'd say, nonetheless. As he goes P2, 132.4. Very, very good effort from David Clark. His teammate Rogerwell will be next to cross the line. Doesn't improve. Stays 6. Ferraris of Them Hot Noodles and Julian Kalavic. I know Kalavic has retired. It's probably got pole anyway. Them Hot Noodles rounds the final few corners. Full send into the last corner. Got to improve on this. Has improved. Gone up to P8. Next across the line is the one in P9. Smith throws into the corner. Misses the apex though. That's not optimal at all. Rounds the final bend. Will he improve? Yes, he does. That's a significant improvement. Up to P3. Despite the what I call an error on the final corner. So Snucken is the last across the line. What can he do? Quite a lot up on his time through sector 1 and 2. So nice and tight through these. Clips that one. Misses the next 2. It's all about this corner. How brave are we? Fairly brave. Used all the exits. Full send through the final corner. Clip this on the throttle early. Straight in the car. DRS wide open. And I believe that was pole position from Snocken, if I'm not mistaken. It is first place, last man across the line, used all the track evolution possible, and puts it on pole position. What a lap from the Aston Martin driver. So that's confirmation then. Snocken P1 by 0.03 of a second to the Ferrari. David Clark P3, Robin P4, Smith, the most interesting name in the world. P5, Lucas with a hard N. P6, Roger Well, Mentelson. Them are Noodles and Menlis round out the top 10 with Pierre Coquelin, Fruity and Lord Percival still in the mix for points, of course, because the top 12 get points. So really finish the race here, you get points. Because there's a lack of drivers, which is tremendously disappointing. Ban everyone that's not here, although that wouldn't really solve anything, would it? So, not many exceeding track limits, really. Speeding the pit lane. Naughty, naughty, naughty. So I don't think it rains much in Texas, but if it does, it probably pours it down, so we'll hope for absolute downpour. Probably middle of the race would be nice, but, you know, you take it any time. It looks very sunny, which is a little bit upsetting. But the crowd are happy about it. There's no umbrellas out. Look at them cheering for their favourite drivers. Absolutely fantastic. Arms in the air. Yeah. Loving life in the sun. In Austin. So no formation lap, so we'll get straight to the action when the drivers are selected there. Strategies, setups, fuel loads, tyre pressures, etc. And we'll be straight away. Turn 1 here is always fun, very wide, up the hill. You want to be on the outside. If you're on the inside, you're in real danger of losing a lot of positions and losing your front wing. On the outside, you can just run off the track if you need to. Stay out of trouble. Through the S's, danger, lap 1. But you get through there and the race settles down pretty quick. Overtaking zone, clearly up to turn 1. And the back straight, the DRS zones on this track. Can overtake through the S's. Wouldn't advise it. And through the tricky section in sector 3 as well. Looks lovely when you pull it off, but high risk manoeuvre. 13 cars, safety car is a strong possibility. Could change strategies and change the race. So here we go then for 5 red lights. And they're off, and the Ferrari gets an absolutely storming start. Jumped Snocken already, so that pole position lap was an absolute waste. He's probably dropped down to P3 at least here, as David Clark down the inside as well. Pretty clean through the first few corners. Oh no, it's not, it's a disaster, it's not clean at all. Roger Wells spun. No damage though, I don't think. He'll be able to get going again. As through the S's we see all the drivers. Absolutely lovely. Lovely view. As what a start for Ferrari of Julian Kalanovic and David Clark. Snocken, error. Someone's lost it as well. Lucas with a hard end, spinning round. Questionable rejoin, but will let him off. Them Hot Noodles and Fruity also battling. Fruity down the inside of the Aston Martin as well. A little bit of contact, almost spun around. Behind the Alpine and the Alfa Romeo are also battling. Side-by-side action everywhere here. Them Hot Noodles going to be attacked by Fruity. Fruity looking for the double slip. Oh, that was a bit of a move from the Aston Martin there. A little bit naughty. Oh, the Ferrari just about stays ahead. Them Hot Noodles, P5. Lovely stuff. We can see that Lucas with a hard end and Roger Well did indeed carry on and get away. These boys are battling hard here. I think there's going to be a move down the inside from Menelis. Oh no! It's gone wrong for Fruity. And he spun around. That's three spinners in one lap. But no real damage. There's enough runoff around here. So tyres. Where are we on tyres? Oh, a lot of people have started on the hards, and I was laughed out the room for starting on the hards in F5, but apparently the F2 drivers did it, so maybe they're all as bad as me or something. But anyway, Luke's the hard end, gets past Pierre Coquelin, who appears to be not in the session. Very unfortunate for him. So Snocken on the medium tyres. I don't know how he's had a bad start like that. Terrible disaster. As we see Lucas and Rojawel battling, and they'll soon catch up to the main train. They're only 4 seconds behind, actually, so they've done well to get back in it. Fruity won't be far behind either. These three pulling away from Smith. Smith not within the second, as David Clark's going to look for a dive down the inside of the Ferrari. Lovely move here. Quite easy in the end. He's got the inside line. Nice. Ooh, well, probably too much space given by David Clark there, but better too much than too little. Gets the slipstream. Snocken, double slipstream. Better tyres. It's going to be 3 wide into this corner. This is dangerous. Snocken easily gets the job done. Much better top speed. David Clark tickling his gearbox. Further back, Robin and Menelis going at it. Mentelson just biding his time behind. Will he go for the dive? Oh, he's going to have to go round the outside. Oh, lovely. Absolutely beautiful from Mentelson. There's a little bit of contact to the Alpine, but what a great effort that was from Mentelson. Love to see that. As he's now inside Lord Percival. Lord Percival is very inside him. Oh, that was very almost dangerous. I mean, Lord Percival probably needs to back out of this, but we'll stay on it because this could get interesting. For whatever reason, Mentelson and Lord Percival love being inside one another. As Mentelson is now backing out. He's going to dive down the inside, though, because it is the thing to do. Lovely move from Mentelson. Oh, what a great effort that was. Love to see that. That's the type of driving we want to see. Anyway, Snocken's still in the lead. David Clock, P2. All the battling has brought Smith back into contention, and then Hot Noodles is not far behind at all. Turning into a good race. So the medium tyres have fired up now. Clearly had struggles at the start. But quite easy to overtake here. DRS enabled now. So the guys behind will be speeding through here, as we can see the DRS wide open on the McLaren. Not quite enough top speed on this occasion. Further back though, Lord Percival might have a dive. No, decided better of it on Mentelson. Clearly has more race pace than he did quali, so good stuff. Fair play to him for that one. Lucas the Hard and Roger Well still battling. They are catching this train at a good rate actually, because they are battling throughout the field, which is what we want to see. Didn't know whether they'd all just space out with 13 drivers, but it looks as though it's fairly even for the first few laps. A little bit of a gap forming to them Hot Noodles. No obvious runaways for the win yet. I feel like I've seen Snocken before actually, or somewhere, but clearly a good driver. I mean, he's in this tier, isn't he? So they're bound to be half decent. Step up to F1 is a big one though. Lord Percival and Mentelson side by side. Mentelson's dropped back through the S's. That will not please him at all. He's now got two drivers in front of him that he really wants to get ahead of. What a good line is taking through here. No action at the front, so we'll stick with this for now. He's got to just line them up for the straight. Drain his battery when he gets there, I think. Get some telemetry on. Oh, time penalty with Fruity. Percival has got past Robin. Well, that surely allowed Mentelson a chance. Anyway, up top, DC, I mean, he's tickling his bumhole with his nose there, isn't he? Very naughty. Mentelson has got through Lord Percival. They're not inside each other this lap. But they could be battling most of the time. Does he dive down the inside? Oh no, sorry, he didn't get past Percival, he got past Robin. So they both got past Robin then, did they? And Rogerwell, all three wide in this dangerous area. Rogerwell round the outside of the Aston Martin. There's definite contact there. He's had to back out of it a little bit. Great racing from these guys. Oh, that's a place to go. What on earth has happened to Robin there? He's a mega issue. Dives into the pits, clear issues. I don't know why he's pitted there. Is damage or please don't leave. That'd be unfortunate if he does. But anyway, Mentelson going for the move down the inside of Lord Percival. Job done, but no, Lord Percival switch back. Lovely. Through the S's. Surely not. Hard to follow a car through here. Well, Darius has joined F2. Is he going to join me in party? Someone's retired. Oh, DC, no! What's happened? What's happened? Where is he? Was he on the right? No. Is he on the left? Where is he? Oh, he's died anyway. He's out. The safety car's been deployed. And has indeed picked up... No, it hasn't. Then, yeah, you can overtake. Oh no, the AI's having a nightmare. Oh, Robin. Got to feel for you. The AI is having a nightmare here. Oh dear. Something's happened up front though. Mendelson and Lord Percival will come together. 5-second penalty for Mendelson. Severe collision with Lord Percival. Ooh. And Lord Percival's the one behind, so that is peculiar indeed. So Pierre Coquelin has got issues here. Maybe it's because they've just gone past DC's car. I don't know. Either way, if I'm Robin here, you just take the 5 seconds, mate. Oh, they're going past now. Go, 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 go. Here we go. So that's good news for him. Well done. And if he's allowed past the AI car, certainly past the AI car, I would. He might get 5 seconds for it, but could be worth it in the long run. Yeah, get past, take the 5 seconds, pit, take it, and move on. Yeah, he's got illegal overtake. Such a shame. Anyway, up the front, the top 3 pit. Let's check my phone. See if Darius is around. He's in charge at the moment. Apologies if there's anything interesting happen. Snocken drops down to P3 with P4. In fact, with them on, it was Menelis and Lucas with the hard N. All opting to stay out. Do. So let's get Darius in. Zolf, as other people may know him. Party is open, but we'll drop an invite anyway. How do I invite people to party? Invite players. There you go, invite. So Darius will be joining us shortly. For the dream team, here he is. Man of the moment.
Right.
You've joined us at a good moment. Lap 6, safety car. Don't know how much you've seen. Been a good race so far. Some good moves, some clean racing. Don't know what happened to David Clark. Apart from the fact he's in a wall. How are you?
My voice is sore. I just did F3 in Silverstone. So
how was that? Good? Bad?
It was actually quite a good race, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It was quite clean, so can't complain.
Good. How did Bronson get on?
P9.
Oh, not bad, not bad. I expected it in F, so, you know. Never mind. Yeah, so at the back of the grid, it's rather unfortunate for, or was rather unfortunate for Robin, because he got stuck behind the AI car, or what was the AI car of Pierre Coquelin. Seems to be back in now. And it just refused. Yeah, it just refused to overtake the safety car for a long time. So I do hope the safety car's not in this lap, because that would be very unfair on Robin. Doesn't look like it will be though.
No, nobody's caught up. So
Pierre Coquelin has left again, so he's clearly having difficulties today.
Oh God, where's the rest of the grid?
Yeah, I know. It's really disappointing. Yeah, well, never mind. It happens. I think there's only supposed to be like 16 or something. So.
Okay.
But like, where's Jean? What's he doing? Like, he's in this tier, isn't he?
Jean is working.
Jean, alright, Jean.
I call him Jean. Story. He started his new job as a copper.
Yeah.
So he's busy on patrol, keeping the streets of Germany safe.
Well. Yeah.
So
that's what he's supposed to be doing.
I think he's just eating donuts, but anyway.
Absolutely.
He's going to be back next week. So I hear.
Good to hear it. We need a policeman in this tier.
Yeah. I've been trying to invite Pierre back in. Hopefully he can get back in time.
Yeah. No real desync issues anyway, so that's all good news.
No. As there was a bit of chaos in F3 due to somebody reading what the mystery track was incorrectly.
Yeah, I did mention that at the start of the stream. I didn't mention any names though. It was just a poor administrative error from that person.
Yeah, I blame Cameron Don.
Oh well, I do as well actually. Yeah, it's all his fault. No, actually, it's Wodge's fault. Blame Wodge.
You know what? It's Mohammed Ben Sulayman's fault.
Yeah, well, I mean,
direction.
he fixes races and all sorts, doesn't he? So, yeah.
As Pierre has joined us right
He has
at
joined, well done.
opportune moment.
How long will he stay in? We don't know. Probably long enough to piss Robin off, and then he'll go again. He'll be seething with him at the minute. But he has caught up, so happy days. Safety car is in this lap. Them hot noodles! He's going very, very slowly, and his tyres will not be hot at all. 6-lap-old hards. Oh, you know the whole grid, almost the whole grid started on hards. As Pierre has overtook Fruity. What? Oh, Pierre's going all over the shop. Fruity's now back ahead. He's clearly having difficulties, Pierre, isn't he? But never mind. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, they all start on hards. So, you know, I've been laughed at yesterday for starting on hards, and yeah, everyone here did it.
What's the alternate strategy, though?
Well, they're clearly all as bad as me. That's why I said, oh, he almost went to the back of them hot noodles there. It's further back. I think he has gone.
I'm not sure what's happening here, because Pierre's ghosting through cars and stuff, but anyway.
Pierre's now last,
Robin gets I don't know, Robin gets the move done before the start-finish straight, but anyway.
We'll let him off. Dive down the inside from Snocken, gets past Luke with the Harden immediately. Leaves him enough space as well. The Ferrari of Julian Kalatovic is very, very, very close indeed. Robbing his 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags for that illegal overtaking on Pierre. Exactly, yeah. Before the safety car line, as you mentioned. There's too wide behind. I think a car flew off the track there, but might be my imagination running wild. Oh, look at that for a move. Roger Well and Lucas the hard end. Sister teams. No sisterly love there. Oh, they're going to be 3 wide, are they? No. They've thought better of it. They're all tickling one another. There's been a lot of tickling of gearboxes.
Oh, nice. As Smith, just Smith gets a 3-second time penalty.
I know. The most interesting name.
Dan Smith.
Dan Smith, right. Smith.
Pierre, unfortunately, has left the session again. This game is very buggy these days. Gustav Schubert, Lord Percival, following this carnage that's in front of him. It's going to be potentially 3 wide in the sector 2 here.
Oh my word.
Oh God.
Chaos.
And
here comes Roger Well. Lovely. Lord Percival through as well. Oh my word. Round the outside. Does he make it stick on the Alpine? Yes, he does. Lovely move there. Oh no, still side by side.
Still side by side.
Pushes him off slightly. Yeah. The Red Bull behind as well. Going to get the move. Easy does it. What a great race. Anyway, further forward things are happening as well. Them hot noodles have been overtaken by Snocken, and the other Ferrari dives down the inside of his teammate. I think that's team orders by the looks of how wide them hot noodles went. So fair play to the Ferraris. Love to see that on alternate strategies. And now all the Ferrari of them hot noodles needs to do is hold up the entire field like Kevin Magnussen did today in Saudi Arabia.
What an achievement as well. That was great to see. If someone said to you 3 years ago or 4 years ago that Kevin Magnussen would hold up the grid for Nico Hülkenberg, everyone would be like, you're off your head.
Yeah. Suck my balls, mate. That's what they'd say.
Suck my balls. I think both of them know that their time is coming to an end in F1 with Ollie Beerman driving a stellar performance today for Ferrari.
Absolutely lovely. Another Ferrari with a stellar performance is Julian Kalanovic. It's not his name.
It's a bit of a lock up there. Overtaking Otto Sonnenfeld, I think it is.
Still got the job done though. Lord Percival and Mentelson still. Oh, Mentelson! Oof. Mentelson passed Lord Percival somehow without issue. Great defence from Roy Mentelson, but Lord Percival sent it anyway down the inside. Got the job done. This guy's come alive in the race. His qualifying was dreadful, but he's come alive. Look at these two behind. Unbelievable stuff. Side by side through the difficult section. Do they both sound tracky? They do, just about. And I tell you what a great move by Robin. That is DRS enabled now. Do we even need it in F2?
How to get his 3-second time penalty? Do we need it? Right. As
Robin,
we know, the DRS is quite strong here, though.
Dives down the inside. No defence from Lord Percival. That's poor racecraft in my eyes. He's cut the corner as well. Even more poor racecraft. But just as I was seeing his praise in the race, he's made 2 schoolboy errors.
Gustav probably thinking because he got the 5-second time penalty, he can sit behind, use the DRS in the next straight, and slingshot himself forward.
Yeah, his qualifying was awful, and the race is just absolutely blitzing it. Although on the soft tyres from here, they're going to have to pit again, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, most definitely. As we learned last night in our tactical.
There will be another. Oh, they go for it again. Oh, what a race they're having. I hope it doesn't end in tears. But there's not been too many like horrible incidents, I don't think, between these two. There've been some full sends, but sort of on both sides as Mendelsohn goes very defensive. Lord Percival's going to go to the outside. Mendelsohn squeezes as much as possible. This is professional stuff. Lord Percival round the outside. Mendelsohn, I don't know whether they pushed him off there, but Percival makes the most of it anyway. Always going to contact with Smith, is he? As Robbins spun around in all that madness. Smith down the inside of Lord Percival. There was a lot of overtakes happening in this place, you know.
Jesus.
Didn't get pushed off. Yeah, left him space. Dangerous rejoins. Watch F1 Academy. My word. That I mean, you can't really class it as a rejoin because she was in the middle of the track sideways. But honestly, I've never seen driving like it. That was a shambles. And then the race winner didn't realise they'd finished. And then just carried on another lap, and they got a 20-second penalty and dropped down to 9th, which was...
They got a 20-second penalty?
Yeah, for taking the checkered flag twice. She basically just did the cool-down lap at full throttle and then had to do another cool-down lap.
Oh my God.
It was the best race to watch, honestly. I mean, class drivers, let's be honest. But yeah, championship wide open, otherwise she would have won both races. But she is, in fact, no longer the championship leader, I don't think. I think Abby Pulling, the British driver, is. So... no, it'd be a good championship. I'm going to watch it every time now. It was good racing, actually.
That was kind of like F2. F2 was great to watch, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't watch that. I missed the start, so I thought I wouldn't bother. But yeah, I mean, F1's just a bit dull at the moment, isn't it? But anyway, this isn't dull. Schnocken on the Ferrari. Oh, I don't like it when drivers do that. I don't know about you. Locks up. You know, I mean, there's quite a few in F5 that do it. The passes sort of spring to mind. They get the move done, and they cut straight across just before the braking zone. Like, it's fine to do if the move's well and done a long time before the braking zone. Yes, move back to the braking, racing line. But literally just before the braking zone, I really hate it when drivers cut in front of me like that just before the braking zone. It's nasty.
It's borderline moving under braking.
It's questionable. It's very questionable in my view. You're just asking to be rear-ended. And you know, it's. I don't know. Maybe I should be more aggressive, and you know, I don't know. But it's not my style. It depends on racing, I guess. But anyway, Ferrari didn't get the move done, which I was expecting him to do, but he hasn't. Penalties wise, few 3 seconds. Lucas Harden there on with 6, and the others have done quite well actually. Them Hot Noodles on fresh medium, so he just pitted that lap.
And he's looking to go to the end on those tyres, as the majority of the grid is going to actually try and, I don't know, medium runners who have pitted will be screaming at the end of those tyres. Yeah,
they'll try, won't they? But how far will they get? Unsure. There'll be another safety car though, because one of them, you know, will spin and go into the wall, I feel, with the tyres. I'm going to say lap 20, safety car. Anyway, for the lead, the Ferrari again. But from Schnocken there, I mean, what was he doing? If you're going to be overtaken then, it looked close. You have to defend the inside line, don't you? He's going to dive down the inside here.
Switch back there as well.
Yeah, I guess.
The inside and that turn become the outside for the next turn, don't they?
Yeah, the result is
Scotland's a very technical traffic.
Oh, it's so hard. Technical. I mean, to throw these guys straight into it with no practice is a bit harsh, to be honest. But great for the spectators.
It's a tricky one because, especially like Sector 1, you've got the S's. Then Sector 2, you've got these long sweeping left and right-handers, which are just going to make the tyres so hot that traction becomes an issue as a result of it. Anyway, Snowken looking at Julian Kalinatovic.
I think it's raining.
It does look like it's raining, and that's probably why Mendelssohn and Gustav are
raining
on the softs. It is raining.
Oh, it was sunny as hell at the start of the race. This is incredible stuff. We love a bit of rain. It does excite me. Anyway, Schnocken tickling the bum of the Ferrari through the S's. Terrible place for a tickle. You don't want to get on the curbs now.
This is disastrous for Elmer in the other Ferrari, them Hot Noodles.
Oh yeah, just pitted. Well, that's just an error, isn't it? You know, it's a tactical shambles.
It's no bueno.
Very, very cautious on the throttle. It's not that slippy yet, though, so you can afford to go flat out and full send into this corner, Snocken. Full send, and he's going to cut across him again. That's not what I like. It was well in advance of the braking zone that time, though.
That was fine, yeah, that time was fine.
Mendelson on Smith. You see, that's what you should do. But anyway, different circumstances. It's probably fine, it's just I don't like it.
The interesting thing is, if the drivers elect to pit now, the track is not wet enough.
No, it's another... I mean, it may... I mean, I don't know how... We don't have the weather forecast up here, but... Oh, Snocken's had a moment there. But, you know, it could just be a sprinkling. Oh, he's pitted! That was a late dive into the pits. Don't know whether he crossed the line or not. I don't think he did. It's difficult to do in Copper, isn't it?
Just about made the pit entry as well.
Yeah. As he pits it, obviously for Inters. I think that's an error, personally. But there's no spray yet. So I think Snocken
had gone on.
Yeah, Snocken's probably made a tactical error there, but never mind. Because it can sprinkle like this all race and never actually go to wets. But it's at high risk to stay on them.
Usually the transition is when DRS gets disabled by race control.
Yeah,
then you know it's definitely interweather.
Yeah, and slightly before then as well, I believe that you start seeing a noticeable more spray on the wheels of the car as well. I think that's a bit of a giveaway. It was in the previous game anyway, but...
the previous game, when it started raining, it just started pelting down.
Yeah.
It didn't have this kind of transitional rain that it does in this game.
I like it. I mean,
drivers have to go interest.
Yeah, I mean, it was so sunny at the start of the race. You'd think, well, it's never going to rain. But let's see what Robin does on Snocken here. That would be quite telling. Robin was sliding through that corner.
Yeah.
Big slide. I think that was just more excitement on the throttle of overtaking his teammate, to be honest. Does he dive down the inside of his teammate?
No.
Oh.
Big lock up there as well.
But if he's on quicker tyres, you know, and you've got to, haven't you? Different strategies. But then again, Snocken's keeping with the hard tyres in front, but then hard's very different to soft, so... I think it's probably borderline, isn't it? I wouldn't pit yet. As everyone else pits.
I think I'd be pitting out of this lap or the next lap, yeah.
Lord Percival stays out.
Mendelson and Julian all come into the pit
lane. Oh, Lord Percival's had massive issues, so perhaps it is wet enough for Inters. But the reason I wouldn't pit until we absolutely have to in these conditions is that someone is bound to pin it in a wall. And you know, you'll do that, and you pit when the safety car comes out, don't you? As these two are battling, and one of these will be in a wall. But yeah, I mean, if they are struggling for grip, which looks like they are, they're sliding off everywhere. Maybe it is the time to be in the pits. And Snocken's still got the lead, hasn't he? Everyone else has pitted behind him, so no one's undercut him.
Essentially, and the interesting thing is that Fruity is going to drag along Gustav, Martin Rusnik, as he will have DRS. Oh, but the move might be done before the DRS detection point, which is the last thing you want to do. I think he's narrowly going to get DRS here.
I think he's just got DRS, Lord Percival, hasn't he? It's like you say, yeah, he's just got it, but that was marginal.
Very, very marginal, as you said there, Jack.
Yeah.
So I mean, the chance he needs to really push.
Well, this guy, he has to pit. Whereas Fruity, could he stretch out for the whole race and bank on the fact it's not going to get any wetter? That's a massive lock-up from Lord Percival there. Absolutely huge.
Drift, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, his tyres would be like a 50p piece.
Yeah.
As Mendelson
steering like crazy.
And Julian are battling. Mendelson's dropped. Who was he battling with earlier?
He was battling with Lord Percival.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, he's dropped him because he's pitted. Anyway, Lord Percival, will he pit? I would say yes, he will. Fruity, maybe. He's losing time to Snocken, so probably has to. Yeah, Fruity's in as well. Tutti Frutti. Then more Noodles can stay out though and gamble, because he's not dropping, is he?
No.
I mean, it is a gamble, but you know.
Well, they both elected to come in. Let's see how far this drops them. Probably down to P6 around there, P6, P7.
Robin pitted last lap and he's gone on to fresh mediums. So Snocken leads. Roger Well, he's done well. Where did he start? Where's the thing? I know. Position changes. Up 5, yeah, I felt he's on one. Lord Percival, another big winner. Fruity, up 5. Mendelson, up 4. The big losers, of course, Davy Clark, DNF'd. And Robin, down 7 places.
Poor David. David's a good lad.
Yeah.
Joined us in the commentary booth last season for Silverstone, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, some class. I mean, I watched a few onboard quali laps of these guys, and you know, I was. Oh, someone's lost it. Them hot noodles. Oh, he's lost his front wing. Safe rejoin though. Well done. Virtual safety car has been deployed, not the full one, because his front wing needs to be recovered, of course, by the marshals. But no, I was saying, yeah, for qualifying, I was watching the laps and sort of having an orgasm on every single one because they look so good. But, you know, it's just comparing to my own skill levels, so...
Well, you get to see it, because we did this track last night.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I mean, it's just the little... You know, where I was staying off the curbs most of the time, you know, they were staying off the ones that were dangerous, but then, you know, they knew where to cut, ones, yeah. and you know, they cut some corners, and I thought, well, that's a bit, you know, that would unsettle me. But they've just flown through it. So, you know, there's the difference. That's why I'm an F5 driver, and that's why these guys are faster. But anyway, the virtual safety car shouldn't last too long.
Interesting that DRS still hasn't been disabled, and the track is clearly wet now, though. As we can see, I know that Mount Noodles doesn't have a front wing. He is sliding like crazy. Probably gets a driving penalty for speeding under the safety car.
Schoolboy. His race is over. Oh, where's he going?
Track's not that direction, mate.
Oh, he's being a twat.
Oh my.
Yeah.
What am I watching here?
Oh, yeah, I know. Alright.
As Robin's retired from the session, he was
it's a great overtake into the pit lane.
It was a bit wild. Like, top 12 points here, lads.
No, it was wild, yeah, but it was... He was going nuts, but at least he didn't crash into the wall or something. But yeah, I mean, them hot noodles retired as well. I don't think he would have been too happy with Robin there. Very questionable driving. Anyway, they're both out. It's a shame because they would have got points had they just finished.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're just a bunch of losers, really, aren't they? That's all we can say about those guys. Finished the race, guys. Only 9 laps, 2 out, 11 laps. Anyway, Lord Percival fighting all race. What a race he's had. I'd like to see the lobby hosts do well because they've got a tough job. Oh, it's still virtual. Is it? No, it's not virtual. Virtual safety car's ended. Probably ended a while ago. And Lord Percival has, kept the lead. Oh, well, he's kept 6th place. But yeah, they do a good job, and it's a hard job. And he didn't qualify very well, so it's lovely to see him up into P6. The VSC is out again.
Oh.
Yellow flag pull. Yeah, VSC is out again. I'm not sure why. Because it was definitely off for a short while. And then it came back on. So I don't know what's happened there. Let's see if... Oh, Lucas the Hardend has lost his front wing, so clearly... That's the reason. Green flag though. We're racing again as Roger Well chases after Snocken. See if he can do anything. Sadly, the rain, it's not actually made it more interesting. All it's done is spread the pack out, which is a bit disappointing. But like you say, DRS, as far as I can tell, is still online.
We'll see now, Roger, as he's riding behind Snocken.
We will. Which says if one gambled, it takes one driver to gamble, and DRS is disabled, so we're talking out our arses.
Nice.
So, yeah, perhaps it is wet. It does look wet now, to be fair. Anyway, Pierre, the AI car, seems to think it's still correct for mediums. I presume he doesn't get points. Just for his AI floating around, yeah.
Unfortunately not for him. He said he's a problem with his PS5, he thinks.
Yeah, it happens. It's unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, his car's not...
quietly in P4.
Yeah, it's quick man, isn't he?
Yeah.
Raced with him a couple of times before, and There was one race I was close to him, and yeah, I ballsed it up. So.
Yeah, well, as you said, bits of gaps are beginning to form here. With the closest person on track is Fruity to Lord Percival, but he's got a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, and there is the battle for the lead, of course.
Yes.
Which is something. Fruity gets a better exit than Lord Percival. I think he's going to make move into turn 1 quite easily by the looks of this. Again, Lord Percival doesn't go defensive. Is he looking for the switchback? I don't think he'll get it, though. But the lack of defending, I don't know. I suppose he's not lost time, has he? But he's lost a place, but Fruity's got penalties, so, you know. Everybody's different.
I think as well you have to consider that Gustav hasn't practiced this track and he's recently switched to no line.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, as the medalist gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits.
Well, these guys are pros, you know. I can't criticise them too much, but clearly I will. But you know.
Yeah. So
Roger,
that's
well,
kind of affecting him as well, so he doesn't want to fight too much.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Better to finish the race.
Yeah.
Oh!
Ooh la la.
That's what I call a moment, but he's not really lost much time.
Not really, no.
That's a scary moment. Can you imagine doing this without ABS? Oh, God. No, thank you. What, is this line only, F2?
No, it's everything. Same
Oh,
as
is
us.
it? Oh, is it? Oh, right,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. No, that's good, but I think most of these don't have ABS, though, do they? I've seen a lot of lockups.
No. The majority of them are racing with...
Skill issue on our behalf.
Yeah. Well, we just haven't got the time to practice.
No, too old. Too old. Past
Camille
it.
says he's watching the stream. Hello, Camille.
Which one's Camille?
Camille is the standings editor for F2.
Does he race at all? Or I can't remember seeing him.
He hasn't raced in F123. He does an F2 race, like the F2 car racing, as far as I'm aware. But he has not raced an F1 car this year.
Maybe next season. Well, welcome, Camille. We enjoy your company. Is it probably the only viewer? But yeah, it's nice to be watched. Roswell's dropped off here, though. There's not really a lot going on, I'm afraid. Lord Percival is about to get past the lap down car of Pierre Coquelin. That was interesting. He's done that well.
We actually have 9 people watching, Jack. So
9 viewers! Oh my word!
12 viewers.
No, this is too much. Stage fright.
You're getting nervous now.
Absolute stage fright. These are dizzy numbers. Dizzy numbers. Darius just fell off his chair in excitement.
Oh, fuck. As Roger has closed in on this auto.
Come on, Roger. Well, give these 12 people something to shout about.
Yeah, make it interesting, sir.
There is 8.5 laps to go. Anything can happen. There's a yellow flag for Lucas with a hard end, who has crashed into the wall, and that's brought out the safety car. Well done, Lucas. We're sad for you that you've gone, but excited for the spectacle. Easy place to lose it, I think. Oh no, I feel awful now. Well, happy birthday.
14 viewers now.
Well, this is it. Everyone wants to see a bit of carnage. Safety car deployed, and the viewing figures go up, up, and up. It's Lucas' birthday. Oh my word. Well.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Do we know how old he is?
No. Undetermined. Undefined. As the top 3 have all betted.
Have they?
Do they go on to drive? Yes, they have. Do they go top 4?
What are they doing with their lives?
Well, everyone's putting top 5.
Fresh inters?
Yeah, the rain isn't really easing off.
But surely someone stays out. How worn are these inters? They must be very worn.
They all pitted. It's probably because they all pitted so early.
Yeah.
And
it's a shame, really. Lord Percival's gambled on the full wets. We love to see a gamble. Come on, Lord Percival. Right, we need a downpour. Thunderstorms. Everyone do rain down.
Wait, what's going on? Well, it's still raining, but like, is it raining that much?
Well done, Lord Percival. We'd like to see a gamble. Who's going to gamble on the dries?
This jacket's applying for the next Crash Bandicoot game. Well, full wets is an interesting decision there now. We'll see how that comes into play later on in the race. Pierre Kakula is not with us at the moment. Unfortunately, DC'd. With 9 drivers remaining.
Disappointing times. Anyway,
Yeah.
safety car period. We do have a little bit of time. So, hopefully, Lucas is watching. Sad that you've gone, but this is for you. He's left! What the hell, man? Pops on. Dedicated song for the man. Leaves the session. There you go, that's it.
You got the Lucas in it as well?
Yeah, I know. I went to all that effort. I recorded that this morning. No, I didn't really. And as soon as I put the music starts, left the session. I mean, well, that's just not right, is it? That is so not right. Anyway, happy birthday. Come on, Rain. We want Lord Percival on that top step.
In Kota, where we're not saying happy birthday to people who are not in the lobby anymore.
Very, very sad.
Otto Sonnenfeld leading the lobby or the race at the moment, followed by his compatriot in ART, Roswell Iniesta.
It's not
Julian Kalnatovic. Yeah, it is. It's just he hasn't changed his PSN then yet.
Oh, okay.
Julian Kalnatovic in the Ferrari for WYB. I don't know what that is. P3. Pavel Misiek, Mentos in P4. Dan Smith P5. Freddie P6. Lord Percival in the full wet tires in P7. Anatoly Matsuliak, I think, the Ukrainian in P8. And Pierre Kakula is gone in the session. As we go around again for another lap under safety car. But everyone's caught up. Why are we going around again?
I don't know. Burt Mylander. Is he still Burt Mylander this year?
It is, yeah. He actually had to do some work today.
Yes, he did.
It's because Stroll lost it.
That was poor, wasn't it? I mean, the thing is, you know there's going to be a safety car in Jeddah, and Stroll's top of the list, isn't he? You think, who's going to cause it? Well, Stroll. To be honest, I thought Behrman would today, and I'm glad he didn't. He drove a good race.
It was very interesting watching him in quali, and I think it was Karun Chandok who said it. He invalidated on turn 22, which is the danger turn in Jeddah.
Yeah.
And he absolutely full scented, and that's why he invalidated. So he was finding the limits early on. This kid's gonna be special. Like I've known about him for the last 2 years or so. He won F3 last year, so definitely a lot of potential there for him. And you know who his teammate is in F2? Andrea Kimi Antonelli.
Yeah. I mean, that is interesting. It's a great pairing, isn't it? By the looks of it, he could be in Williams next year. I hear Kimi, because obviously Max Verstappen to Mercedes is on.
Is the hype train is real.
Fernando Alonso and hopefully Vettel to Red Bull, but I feel it will be Sainz, which will be quite nice for Sainz as well. Leclerc, I don't know, he might disappear, retire, just, why not throw a spanner in the works, get Behrman instead of in the Haas in the Ferrari.
Well, that's what they're planning for. They're planning for Behrman, I think, to take Lewis Hamilton's seat.
Yeah.
Up in a few years' time.
Yeah, it's a couple of years, then Behrman pops in. Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be good. Another British driver in Ferrari, so that'd be pretty cool.
The youngest ever driver to drive a Ferrari car on debut. Yeah. As Roswell getting very close to the back of Otto Sonnenfeld's gearbox here, as the safety car will be entering the pit lane and will be starting.
We like to call that tickle territory.
Tickling the gearbox or the bum.
Tickling his bum with his nose.
I'm just curious to see what Gustav is up to here with these full wets. Does he think
it does look? It looks pretty wet. But what do I know about rain?
He is in P7, so he's nothing really to lose.
But it looks downpour, does it not? This looks like a lake.
It does.
Come on, man! I've seen this once before in France. Someone went through the field. Come on. Oh, people are pitting! Get in, man! Percival's going to win the race. The three of them... Oh, no, one's pitted. Mentelson's pitted. Bentelson for the P2, Lord Percival for P1. This is it. We are racing. Pierre Coquelin's AI gets out of the way. Lord Percival's going to send it down the inside of everybody. No, but in front of him, Fruity down the inside of Smith. Lord Percival round the outside. He's going to switch back on Fruity. Come on, good traction. He's got the good traction. Oh, no, he hasn't. Come on, man. Anyway, we're not biased in the commentary box at all. Roger Well and Snocken not really doing anything. We'll go back to Lord Percival, who is definitely in tickle territory. No penalties either.
Down the field, Mendelsohn has put the full wet tyre on, so he feels he can make some positions back up now. And it looks like the interrunners are going to be struggling as it is raining a lot heavier than it was a few laps ago.
Wow.
Oh my god, the downpour is crazy.
Absolute
The monsoon now.
Big. Oh no, don't lose it. Just keep it on the road. You'll get past them all. Relax, man, relax. Let him by. Calm it down. You're fine.
Calma. As he hits the gearbox there of Anatoly.
No, he's not, has he? Disaster.
It's okay. As long as there's no wing damage.
Oh, I can't tell. It's too rainy. I don't think there is any. No, is there? No, he's fine. It will come back to him. If it continues to rain at this rate, there'll be cars flying everywhere. Mark my words.
Well, the interesting thing is now is that the interrunners, the front, are they going to pit or are they going to try to brave this out?
You've got to brave it out this late in, haven't you, really?
I really think so, yeah.
Mendelssohn's not really catching. He's catching, but not tremendously. So it's probably crossover territory. But it's looking like it's getting wetter. It's not getting drier, is it?
Well, further up the field, as I'm watching Otto here, I'm watching his onboard. He's never really in full throttle, and he's understeering quite a bit, which is a sign that it's getting too wet for the intermediates.
It is, I think. But they're all in the same boat. Well, they wish they were in a boat. No moves, and Lord Percival, he doesn't have damage, but he appears to be struggling. Mendelssohn catching up slightly. It's just not quite as not quite as good as we wanted, but never mind. The Ferrari of Julian Kalanatovic. I think I got it right that time. 1 out of like 100 is good. He's really in tickle territory there. I can feel it myself.
Bit of a wobble though as he gets to run down to what would be the DRS detection point.
Oh, someone's in the wall! Fruity in the wall. How has he not DNF there? I don't know. He's bummed his teammate. No, not his teammate. His Mendelis. But anyway, Fruity lost his front wing. I don't know how he's not DNF there. That was massive.
And interesting enough, Lord Percival doesn't seem to be gaining all that much
He's not.
here, even on the
He's
full
not.
wets.
It's a shame. He'll get past Fruity because Fruity's got no wing. But
it's clearly full wet territory now as well.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Just watching it with Gustav's on board now, he's understeering a lot as well. Maybe he has wing damage.
But it doesn't look like he has, but you never know. He could have floor damage, I guess. We don't know anything, do we? Oh dear. A little bit of a contact there. Yeah. Anyway.
Meanwhile, further up the field, Otto Stoffel has dropped Roswell in the ESA. He's got 2-second gap now. As Percival has gotten past 30, but we don't know if anything's happened there.
Yeah, needed to do it though, didn't he? Further forward though, the Ferrari and the AlphaTauri are going at it. Roswell's going to defend the inside. It's not though. As the Ferrari runs to the outside, tries to get a bit of a switchback. To be honest, you've just got to dive down the inside of turn 1. It's very rare people are going to... Yeah, but it's very rare people are going to do the switchback on you there, unless you go really deep.
Yeah.
Which, I may have done. Fruity pits, running front wing. Does go onto the full wet, so it feels like it is full wet territory. Lord Percival dropped off significantly, though. Must have had a massive moment. Or just got stuck behind Fruity. But Mendelssohn seems to be gaining a little bit of a higher rate. But meanwhile, the Ferrari, again, loves the gearbox of the AlphaTauri. He'll be able to send pictures back to Maranello afterwards. Goes round the outside this time. Lovely switchback.
Really struggling here.
Absolutely lovely. Who's got the better traction? Looks like AlphaTauri. Gets back.
I saw that too. I look at a weird ghosting or something along the lines there. As it is a drag race here, Roswell's going to have the advantage and the inside line. Julian might get the better exit, and he will have the inside line if he can with Roswell for the next turn.
The problem is he was off the track, wasn't he? And there's not a lot of traction out there in the wet, I guess. But good defence from Roswell. Good position in the car.
And as a result of this, Otto is able to get out for near 4-second advantage.
Yeah, job done, isn't it, for him? Oh, a big moment from Roswell, though. Yeah. He's under a lot of pressure. You can tell his hands are sweating.
And all this squabbling has brought Dan Smith into the fray. Is going to be closing in on these two drivers, and they keep fighting.
And he only has a 3-second penalty, so it only takes a bit of a spin-a-rooney from one of these guys, and Dan Smith could be on the podium.
they still are fighting.
Oh, they're both wiggling a bit, aren't they?
I'm kind of disappointed here for Lord Percival and Metalson, to be honest. I
Yeah.
really hope the gamble would have paid off for them. But
Well, it looked like it was
has.
going to, didn't it? They got a much better start to the safety car restart, and then it sort of tailed off a bit.
Yeah. Oh, c'est la vie.
Well, disappointing, but what can you do? Oh, we've got the helicam shot, lovely stuff. Let's get rid of all this stuff. We watch these two. Ferrari gets nice and tight again. Oh, look how close he is. How can he see anything?
In the wet as well.
Lovely wide line.
And everything, yeah.
Oh, he's got him here, surely. Oh, Roger has a massive moment. He's got to send it into the no, it's a terrible exit. What's he done? I felt like he should have definitely had it there. Look at the spray trails now. I feel like it's definitely full wets now. Oh, big moment for the Ferrari.
Bit of a moment there.
Oh, he got too excited. He did what I did. You're so close to someone, you think, I've got him here, and you just put that right foot down a little bit too aggressively. Understandable under the circumstances.
And Lord Percival is not catching Anatoly for P5.
No. Terrible.
Unfortunately,
big moment for the Ferrari again. Oh my god. Keep it together, man.
5.5 seconds clear of Roswell.
I'd hate to be driving in this race.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
I mean, it was bad enough. I mean, I was exhausted again last night after just in the dry F5. And that's at much slower speeds. I mean, can you imagine in the wet? Oh, no.
But this is such a technical track, and you imagine, like you said, in the wet. It's a nightmare.
No practice. Unbelievable.
Absolute nightmare. Dan Smith now within 1 second. Closing in. He's gained about 3/10 in the last lap.
Just purely for protection here, the Ferrari has to send it up the inside into turn 1.
Yes.
He's not going to be able to.
Dan doesn't seem to be using. Dan's using, but Yuling doesn't seem to be using. Sorry.
Yeah, they need to start draining the batteries. There's only two laps left. Start just draining them. They've got a lot of battery left.
Really pushing on. This is quite a convincing drive from him.
Yeah.
Clinical, 6.5 seconds nearly the lead. Over 6.5 seconds now.
I'd be slowing down. In these conditions, I would not be risking anything. Look at the Ferrari again. He's taking lovely lines through here, but it's just that corner there. He wasn't good. Roswell has a massive moment. You've got to send it down the inside here. But again, he had a moment as well. I mean, it's such a shame because without DRS, you can send it into this corner, and it's not going to affect you down the straight because there isn't any DRS. But it's looking like he's got a good exit this time. Good exit this time.
Roswell, yeah.
Got to be using overtake. Got to be sending it. There's not many laps left. That's a big send from there, though, isn't it? And he's locked up as well. Locked his rears by the sound of it. Tense stuff. I think, to be honest, turn 1's is probably his best bet. Taken by surprise, and it's very wide, isn't it? But you just got to nail that exit.
Yeah, 100%. And both drivers have a lot of battery left to burn here, so there will be quite the drag race happening down to the run down to turn 1. As we go through the sweeping right-hander now, and Julian has to stick closely behind Roswell here through these next complex of corners.
Tough to do. Full send into this corner.
There's a bit of a wobble there. Needs a good exit here now if he wants to get him.
Just about on the curb. Stay off the exit curb. Just about good enough. Full. Come on, get that ERS on. Yeah.
As Roswell and Julian start their final laps of this race.
Just not quite good enough, is it? So he has to send it. There's 2 more opportunities. Into the hairpin. Or after the big straight. Oh, no, moment.
There was a bit of a wobble there now. As they go into the S's, Julian needs to stay close to them. Dan Smith is arriving on the scene, but he's not going to be able to take part in this party.
There'd be no need for him to do it, was there?
No.
No value. I'm right on board through the S to see how close he can actually get. I think this is his chance, because this is where, now he's had a big moment. Big moment. This is where he has got, for the past few laps, much better exits, and he's really struggled on this little left kink here. Struggled again.
Seem to have gotten the better of him here.
Yeah. It's just on the key corners. Julian's just not managed to get the right exits now, and he needs the exit here. Get that throttle down, get the ERS on immediately. No, not good enough. I don't think he'll catch him.
No, not with the battery levels that Roswell does have.
It's trying to scare him a little bit. So Roger could make a mistake in this technical section as the Ferrari slides around the corner, and I think that's the end of his chances. As Smith stays behind. Fair play. No need to risk anything there for either of them because he's not going to get 3 seconds ahead, is he? So, yeah, I think that's it then. As Snocken rounds the final few corners, unless he has a complete brain fart, he's got to have won this race.
Yeah, very well done to you,
Otto. Very, very cautious. Like to see it. Nice drift through the final bend, yeah, for the fans. Go on, a bit of throttle.
No. Thank you, sister.
Boo. I one's done either. He waves the crowd though as he wins the race by almost 9 seconds, probably over 9 seconds by the time they're done. Great drive from him. Poor start, but good recovery. Roswell P2 and Julian P3 for the podium. Smith, super interesting Smith, P4. Medalist P5, and then you have the 3 wet runners. Lord Percival P6, he'll be pleased with that, I think, after the qualifying. Mendelson will be very disappointed that he pitted. Gamble didn't pay off. He did catch them a little bit, but not enough. Probably should have stayed on the inters. And Fruity finishes P8.
Interesting race.
Yeah, it was a good one. And I don't think there was too many reports there. I can't see any reports coming, so unless we've missed them, of course. But yeah, good clean racing, hard racing, good battles. Few safety cars, bit of rain. It's what you want in a race, really.
Yeah.
Almost perfect. Well done, Snocken. Good driving.
Thoroughly enjoyable stuff that was. Tune in tomorrow night for F1 at 7 p.m.
Another mystery GP. Which track will it be?
As Roswell and Julian say GG's to each other, and then Julian just goes, "You were so slow, I could fight for a win."
Was that after or before the GG?
It was after the GG. And it was Roswell fighting back in the Discord server.
If only we could stream the Discord chat as part of this. That's what that would. Well, it's a bit expletive, isn't it? But that would get the viewers in. I tell you. Although many people can see it anyway. Yeah, as Darius says, tune in tomorrow, 7 p.m. for the pinnacle, after F5, of course, F1. At a mystery track. Could be on the moon.
Yes.
Who knows? Anyway, have a good weekend. Take care. See you in a bit. Bye-bye.